Manhunt underway after Maine shooting rampage.
Another shooting yesterday.
I'm not going to talk a long time about this.
It actually interfered with our view, because the time our view come on, the news there said breaking news.
An intensive manhunt is still underway for a suspect in Wednesday's shooting rampage at a bowling alley and a restaurant that left 18 dead and 13 injured in Lewiston, Maine. Now, we was just talking about the other day about how some people move to certain places because nothing ever happens there. Maine was one of those places.
Oh, they mentioned Maine?
No, Maine is one of those places that we was to say one of the safest places in the world and all this other stuff. There's nowhere you can go.
Unless you're in the cornfields in South Dakota.
Even then, somebody will find you.
Or somebody living there may go off.
At the dollar store. You be at the Dollar General.
Ain't that Fred from the farm down on the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Robert Card, 40, is facing an arrest warrant for 8 counts of murder and should be considered armed and dangerous, police said. He is a certified firearms instructor.
See?
Which is why we have difference of opinion on gun laws. Because you're more strict, you probably flow more with the Democrats, and then I'm probably more with with more gun laws, because this guy right here is an actual firearm. Gun laws will affect people who are actual carriers. Criminals are still gonna go out and get guns.
I know, but I was telling Mom, I said it's almost like, with all the checklists, there's nothing you can do solid that's going to keep this from happening.
No, it's a bunch of things. But
one of the things I wish they can really stress, and there's so many people, so many guns, that valid folks having it, is that red flag thing. The moment a person, you can say John Doe because you have no clue who he is, especially military. Anybody with a military background usually has a gun or can get one or whatever. He had a red flag and nobody caught it.
He had mental issues. Here's the thing. This is the part I don't agree with the Republicans.
Red flag. Boop, boop. How many guns you got? I got 6. Go get them.
This is the part I don't agree with the Republicans.
What?
When you don't want stricter gun laws, but yet you cancel every bill that talks about mental illness and funding mental help for people with mental illness, funding more places to open, funding doctors, funding police departments to have people. They vote down every bill that has that in it, but yet you don't want to have gun control laws. You can't have both.
You can't have both.
Now, if you're going to stick with saying we don't want more gun control laws, then you need to start passing these bills about mental illness then.
Exactly. The red flags come up, especially our military, because a lot of them they come back and they're like, whoa, I can't deal with this no more.
We treat our military like crap.
I know, in all ways. We don't, as far as insurance.
Why do they not have a physical, mental evaluation after they come from places like that?
Right.
That should be mandatory.
Mandatory. You come from a war. You come from a war zone. You come from situations where it could be toxic and for your mind and stuff. He had a red flag.
And he was in the military.
That was that moment.
He's in the Army Reserves.
And now it's our fault for not putting anything in place to catch those things.
So right now, the residents are still being told to shelter in place. They've closed the schools and they've closed a lot of the stores.
Everybody hiding in their house.
Because this man has an AR-15 running around the city. And if he's already walked into a place and shot it, what makes him not do it again?
And he's military trained.
It's
like that sniper.
And a firearms guy. So you're not going to be able to approach him and try to shoot it out with him. He's going to actually hit you.
Yeah. You may have to come with your Terminator outfits on to come at him. Or get just a skilled person as him.
Yeah.
Remember the sniper guy that was in the
black guy who nobody suspected him.
It's like, who's shooting from far? They good. He was military, wasn't he? Sniper. How you gonna stop these guys from? They've got their guns the right way though.
But that's what I'm saying. So the whole gun thing. My thing is, if you're gonna not do more gun laws or whatever, then you actually need to do more about mental illness. Yeah. And again, you need to have flags up. Especially him. Why he wasn't flagged, I have no idea. He went to a mental place.
Thank you. That was
right there. The first box on there should be, does he have any firearms?
Thank you. Right away. Right away. That should be the flag. That's what I was saying. Sarah on The View was saying that that's one of the things that they're trying to really put in place is this red flagging. Okay, once you flag them, what do you do then?
Right.
What's the process?
And then you have these nut jobs like Hannity. He's so stupid.
What did he say?
He was on his show. He brought Nikki Haley on there, and they was talking about this incident. And he said that's why he learned jiu-jitsu, and he knows how to do, kung fu and karate and stuff.
You can't karate a bullet.
These people were bowling, for goodness sakes.
Out and
he walked in there with an AR-15 and shot him up.
And you gonna do all this?
That's why I told you he's stupid. That's why he's friends with Trump. Birds of a feather. Two dummies on the phone talking to each other all night.
See, you do minding your own business. You could be sitting there bowling.
He actually
doing a
said,
little score, and the man come in.
So then I'm looking on Facebook and I'm watching these other guys. All guys are the Terminators when things like this come out. Okay. All of them feel like they, RoboCop, and they could have been there to save the day.
Nope.
How you gonna save the day? And I'm talking about they strapped up and ready. You strapped up and ready. Somebody walks into a building and sprays everybody down.
How you gonna be strapped up to get ready? You may be the first
strapped up and ready.
The first bullet may hit you.
You're a dummy.
I was even telling my sister there's been a lot of carjackings in the Chicago area. Even with your weapon, right on you.
How you gonna?
You got 3 people at your window.
No, they don't even be at the window. Sometimes they come right up and shoot you.
No, they don't shoot. I'm saying the ones that you doing. It's different scenarios.
Right.
I'm watching on the camera because someone's house camera has shown some, and someone's business camera. They'll drive up, one car waiting with 2 dudes in it. One parks in front of you.
Right.
2 of them get out.
All of them get out.
And they got guns on you. You strapped.
Yeah, you strapped.
What you gonna do?
You Mr. Tough Guy.
You gonna get right out the car and let them have it.
They just stupid. I don't like when people have dumb conversations. Now, is it wrong with being armed? No. Because sometimes it does help out.
Exactly.
Especially if you got one in your home.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if you are carrying, you're doing a concealed carry.
Yeah.
And there's a situation or something where you have your firearm on you and it can protect you and protect other people.
And that's
there's no jiu-jitsu, dumb Hannity, and all of this.
Like he
gonna fly through the air. He gonna fly through the air as he's firing him.
Catch the bullet.
You know what? He's so stupid. The guy might even give him a chance to run across the room. The guy will be like this.
Is he running?
You really trying to come up to me. Okay.
And I'm military. I can shoot you from afar, man.
Okay. Not even that. He's military. He can put the gun down and still beat him up. Even with your jiu-jitsu.
Put it down.
The guy is from the army, for God's sake.
People talk really big and bad when they're not in the situation. I'm like, whoa.
The bottom line is get help, get funding for this.
Yes.
Quit. Republicans quit shooting it down. Now it's Mr. Christian, Speaker of the House. Is he gonna shoot down the next bill that comes for mental illness? Is he gonna say, you don't need that, God will deliver you? Because these people just need Jesus. They don't need any mental help or counseling.
Because I'm thinking, it's so funny because the police shows that I watch, they really try to bring real life situations into these scripts.
Yeah.
And one of the things, the lady was with her friend who's a cop, and then her other partner, they was going to a domestic situation, and the young boy had an illness. And he had the music real loud. And he's very abusive. He hit his mom in the face.
Oh. So
they had to be real careful. They had her, and she's a mental therapist.
Oh.
She said he sees the guns and the suits. He gets wild up. She said, let me talk to him.
Yeah.
Let me talk to him. They said, I don't know. He may lash out at you.
Right.
She took a chance. She talked to him. Hey, Ricky. Hey, good music you listening to.
Yeah.
She passed him some earphones.
Like so he could put it on.
She said, this sound real good with these on. And he put them on, and he was like, yeah.
Okay.
So they always say maybe have somebody with the cops to talk them down.
The Republicans shot that down.
See, they got to stop.
That's what I'm saying. They put there was a bill that went across that said have those type of people show up at like certain things that, and you don't need a police. Yeah, but you need a police that has mental illness counseling.
Yes.
And they'll come in different than another police officer. They shot that bill down. They shot down Obama back when he was president. They said he put a bill, it was $500 million. And it was to create, I think, these institutes all around the country to concentrate on helping people who have mental illness problems. Wow. And the Republicans shot that down. So I'm just saying, if you don't want people to do the gun control, then do the mental illness.
Thank you.
So that's kind of what...
At least have that on the list.
Now, it sounded like Nikki Haley was for that when she was on Big Head Sean Hannity show. Because she said we need to have more things for mental illness.
I took taekwondo when I was 10.
He up there talking about jiu-jitsu, and she's saying mental illness.
You gonna stop a bullet from a mentally ill person that's got what is it, the gun he had?
Thank you.
So I'm just hoping and praying that. And then too, I was telling Kim, a lot of the crimes that's in the cities that are dealing with criminals.
Right.
A lot of them, and not all, because I don't want to do a blanket statement.
Yeah.
A lot of them, when they're out there doing their crime, it's isolated. It's one or two people. If you're doing a drive-by, somebody in the way, they don't go in crowded baseball games and a bowling alley and I'm not noticing that, but a lot of the mental people who have breakdowns, they'll go to a place that hurt them. They'll go back to their job that fired them. Well, they'll go to a bowling alley because they want to make a point.
Well, this man said he heard voices, so we know what voices those probably were. So anyway,
the first crowded place he went to.
Pete Davidson and John Mahoney, these Milani, forgot his name, comedian, they postponed their comedy gigs in Maine. Yeah. So probably a lot of other people probably gonna be, postponing dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, especially that he's still out there.
He's still out there. So
we're praying that he doesn't hurt anybody else.
We praying that they get him and that he doesn't.
That he surrenders.
That he
Lord, touch his heart to surrender his mind.
So that was it for that. Okay. Let me see what everybody said. Wendy says, I can't stand the Cheesecake Factory. She said, how's your dad? Yeah, he's doing better. We'll talk about it. We don't talk about that online now because we got family and everybody listening, and I don't like everybody in my business. But I'll talk to you offline.
Everybody else's.
No, we not.
I'm saying as far as they're
I don't know if his father had cancer or did have. I don't know nothing about that. I touch surface on people's lives.
Business that's out there. Okay.
And what's put out there. When do I dig up stuff? I don't dig up nothing. Yeah. Some people do. They'll dig up stuff. They'll go and look up police files and bring stuff out and
on Facebook.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
We very plain and surface here. We report on stories that's already out.
Larry Reed does that on his show. He makes a disclaimer.
Yeah.
He doesn't put gossip or hearsay. He waits till it's posted, and then he speaks on it.
And most of the stuff we talk about is what people say.
Yeah.
How would I know Giant Head Hannity took jiu-jitsu if he didn't say it on his show?
Exactly. And we make light of it.
Yeah. Big dummy.
When the man comes in, I'll get him.
Right. Emerald says the Cheesecake Factory makes a great Manhattan.
I know Sarah and Sonny said some things that they like about it, but as far as the much money they make, they didn't down it. That's why they didn't understand why it was on that list. You can either like it or you don't like it. They got so many things on the menu. Yeah. You can find something that you're going to like. Yeah. Because they got like a menu book.
Of something.
All
right. So this story is just now